Hi, this is Ted with Sleep Right Solutions doing another product review. Today we're going to do a product review of the RESmart Auto CPAP. It's manufactured by 3B. They're a relatively new company out of Florida. This is kind of a off-name brand auto CPAP machine that by most and large have seen that it does pretty much the exact same thing that a lot of the other auto CPAPs, whether it's Philips, whether it's RESmart, whether it's Fisher & Paykel, but we'll kind of show you a little bit more of what all kind of comes in the package. So it comes in this nice little carrying case. You unzip, move things around a little bit. This little compartment over here, when you unzip it, you hold your hose, filters, CPAP mask. It actually comes with a brand new hose, 6-foot long standard hose, and then of course these are the 22mm connections, so it connects with any CPAP mask and any other CPAP machine, so they can all connect because of this universal connection size. So that's nice. Comes with a manual, looks like an extra filter, looks like the electrical cord, and then some more additional information, but by and large it's kind of what you see. And it looks like there's probably enough room where you could probably put your CPAP mask in here as well for any type of traveling or any type of moving around, anything along those lines. And then a nice little shoulder strap that connects right to your bag, and you can carry it more like an actual shoulder bag than having to just use the handle. So alright, now for the actual machine. Put the bag over here just for a second. Taking the plastic off and taking it out of the plastic. So this is the top part of the CPAP machine. Have basically 5 major buttons, on and off switch, humidifier button, ramp button, and then a negative and a positive button to go up or down, and then an LED lit screen. This isn't a real high definition. I mean, it looks more like a DOS type lettering and programming, so there's nothing fancy about it. But as you kind of see, it's a little bit bulkier, a little bit heavier than some of the other machines. But for the price, it's about half as much as what a RESmart or a Philips or even a Fisher & Paykel auto machine does. Or actually half the price. Let me change that around. So you can actually take this machine apart. You have the actual machine right here, the CPAP machine, and then this is the humidifier. You can actually pull it apart by pressing on this button, and then the humidifier comes right off. So if you wanted to, you could take the humidifier off and then just use the CPAP machine alone. It has the 2-port right here for connection. On this back side, this is where your power would go. If you wanted to do a download, that'd be the connection. And then this is the filter right here underneath this little cover. And then for the humidifier, this would be the port you'd connect your tube to. If you wanted to take the humidifier off, or the actual water chamber off, you kind of have to press down and pull out. The reasoning for it is that this heating plate right here is spring loaded, and then you have little grooves on either side to actually guide it right back in. So this has to be compressed in order for the humidifier to work, to start warming up this air. So, because it has this same metal plate right there. Now, what's nice about this water chamber is that it has, you can't really see it too well, but it has enough compartments in here that if you ever still had a little bit of water, a little bit of moisture, you're going to throw this whole thing in a bag and you're going to start traveling with it sloshing around. It has quite a bit of little compartments in here that the water would have a hard time actually getting back and going back into the machine, shorting it out. But nevertheless, we always recommend that you always take the water out of the water chamber when you're traveling or you're moving it. For the fact, every day you should be emptying out and drying your water chamber just so nothing builds up in it. Unfortunately though, with this water chamber, it is not a cleanable water chamber. There is no way to actually get into this thing. It's all one solid piece. So it would be something we'd recommend that you change or buy a new one, you know, once a year, once every other year, but there's no way to actually clean these besides putting just water, 1 part water, 1 part vinegar actually in here, sloshing it around a little bit, then dumping it out and letting it air dry. If you want to air dry it a little bit better, I would actually just hook it up to the machine, hook a tube up to it, and then just run the blower for about 2 or 3 minutes, and that should get all the moisture out of here so that it dries. So then to put the water chamber back on, you have these little guides right here. You actually have to, like I said, compress the spring of the heating plate right there, compress it to attach it right on, then you know it's there, and then to put it right back on the machine, it's no different, just lining up, and then you'll hear it lock. This little button will pop out. So by and large, this machine's just as good. You know, the big thing is that the price, it's about going to run you about half the price of what the real nice RESmart or Philips auto machines are. It does the exhale pressure relief, just like all the other machines. You can still do downloads if you need to, so it'll read your AHI level, it'll read your average pressure. You can still set the pressure between a 4 and 20 centimeters of water. So still has a 2-year manufacturer's warranty on it. So if anything breaks down, it's going to be fully replaced by the manufacturer. They'll ask you to send it back and they'll look at it and kind of check it out before they send you the new one. But it has got the manufacturer's warranty behind it. The keys and the buttons aren't as easy or don't have the big screen like the RESmart does, but it's still just moving things back and forth. You can flip through to the different screens in order to make the adjustments, or whatever adjustments that your provider has basically allowed you, allowed you the capabilities to be able to adjust on. So like the ramp and then the humidification. So to turn this thing on, it's no different than all the other machines, just hitting the power button right there, on or off. As soon as you hit it on, it actually kicks on. It also has the auto start, which is just like the Philips and just like the RESmart. You have it all hooked up, the tube hooked up to your mask. You put the mask on, take a couple of deep breaths, the machine will auto sense it and turn on right away. Same if you take your mask off to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night, it senses that your mask is off with a high leak, and then it shuts off itself. So that can be something where if you don't like that or you do like it, that can be internally turned on or turned off. Same with the exhale pressure relief. I think it goes up to about a 3 on a scale of 1 to 3 on the sensitivity of the exhale pressure relief. So if you have a real high pressure, say 15 or 16 centimeters of water, and you're having a hard time exhaling and forcing against that 16 centimeters of water, it backs down the pressure about 3 or 4 degrees in order to help give you a little bit more relief. So that's a really nice convenience. So if you're looking for like a secondary machine, this is a really great machine to have whether it's your beach house or another location or traveling with you, because it is much simpler. Or if you're just, don't need to have a fancy machine by any means, this is a really, really solid machine. We've been selling this machine for about a year and had absolutely 0 complaints. A lot of the patients we've had switched from an old S8 or an old S7 or an old RESmart Plus to this machine, and they think it's absolutely fantastic. So a lot of the people that have been testing them for us and seeing them say they've had absolutely no complaints and think it's a really good machine because they don't really need all the bells and whistles. They don't need a fancy plate or anything along those lines, so this is another really good option. So if you want to see additional pictures, additional information about this machine, you can visit our website, sleeprightsolutions.com. Have quite a bit more pictures of the machine and then all the additional parts that come with it. If you have any questions, also don't hesitate to give us a call. Our website and phone number are listed right at the bottom of this video, so if you have any comments or questions, we'd love to hear from you. Thanks again.